Dave Ramsey has 7 steps to help you manage your finances and get out of debt. I am going to be sharing them today, as well as some advice on how you can complete each step along your journey to financial freedom. I'm also including a free debt management printable in the description box below that includes a checklist and a tracker so that you can monitor your progress to a debt-free, wealthy life. Let's go. Hi guys, it's Laura from How to Get Your Shit Together, and I help you get organized, get motivated, and get out of debt. I've never attended a Dave Ramsey seminar, but I have read 2 of his books, Financial Peace and Total Money Makeover. I've also watched some of his YouTube videos. He is a straight talking kind of guy, and loads of you have recommended him too. So today I thought I would talk about his 7-step program to help you get out of debt and back in the black. But even if you are not in debt, these are practical ways that you can grow your wealth and invest your money wisely. The 7 steps are: 1. Have $1,000 cash in an emergency fund. 2. Use the debt snowball to pay off all your debt except your mortgage. 3. Have a fully funded emergency fund of 3 to 6 months of expenses. 4. Invest 15% of your household income into retirement. 5. Start saving for college. 6. Pay off your home early. And 7. Build wealth and give generously. So let's have a look at each one in turn, talk about what it is and how to do it. Dave recommends fully completing each step before you move on to the next. Again, my printable in the description box has a checklist for you so that you can track your progress. Step 1 is about building an emergency fund. Dave recommends having $1,000 in emergency money because, you know, life happens. Boilers burst, cars break down, kids break bones. When you are trying to get out of debt, the last thing you'll want is some unforeseen circumstance derailing your progress. So maybe do some overtime at work or sell some of your stuff until you have that extra $1,000. Then keep it in a separate account, somewhere that you can access it quickly if needs be to cover those unexpected expenses. Step 2 is probably where most of the magic happens. It's the debt snowball. I will try and explain it as clearly as I can. Basically, you list all of your current debts, apart from your mortgage, we'll get to that later, in order from the smallest balance to the largest. If 2 amounts are similar, then put the one with the highest interest rate first. So you focus first on the one with the smallest balance and you work as hard as you can to pay that one off, while continuing to make the minimum payments necessary on the others. When you have that first debt paid off, you take the money that you were paying on that each week and you add it to the next debt on your list. When you clear that one, you add that amount to debt number 3, and so on. So each week the amount you are paying will snowball. You will be clearing one debt after another, and as you do so, you will be able to make bigger and bigger repayments towards your largest debts. It is a really effective way to pay your debts fast. The printable in the description box includes a debt snowball tracker where you can list all of your debts, cross them off as you're clearing them, and watch that snowball grow and grow until you are completely debt-free. It makes it really easy to keep track of everything, and it is a great visual representation of the progress that you're making, and it will really help to motivate you when you see that you are, crossing off one debt after another and watching that snowball gain momentum. Step 3 is to have a fully funded emergency fund. So in step 1, we set aside $1,000 to cover those unexpected expenses. Now it's time to increase that amount so that you are completely covered, even in like the worst case scenario where maybe you or your partner loses their job or has an accident and is maybe out of work for a few months, or the roof comes crashing in or whatever. Increase the amount in your emergency fund until there is enough in there to cover 3 to 6 months of expenses. Dave says that on average that would be somewhere in the region of $10,000 to $15,000. It may differ for you. Add up all of your current monthly expenses and then multiply that by 3 to give you the minimum amount you will need in your fund. That way, if something bad does happen, your bills and your living expenses will be covered and you will have a lot more, breathing space and time to get yourself back on track. Step 4 is to start investing 15% of your income into a retirement fund. Now, I will be the first to admit that I know nothing about retirement funds here in the United States. Dave Ramsey suggests starting with a 401k. A lot of employers here apparently will match the amount that you put in, so take advantage of that. It is basically free money for you. After that, Roth IRAs seem to be the way to go. Again, Dave's the expert here, not me. He recommends spreading the money across 4 different types of mutual funds: growth, aggressive growth, growth and income, and international. Honestly, that means nothing to me, but maybe it will to you. But 15% of your gross income should go towards building your future so that when the time comes, you will have a nice little nest egg. Step 5 is to start saving for college. This is a step that a lot of people can probably skip. Maybe you don't have kids, or maybe they're all grown up. Maybe they don't plan on going to college, or maybe they have a scholarship or a subsidy or something like that. When I was growing up, you basically needed a degree even just to be able to sweep up. But these days, anyone can make a living, and a really good one, without any formal education. College degrees aren't worth what they once were, and I think fewer and fewer people are going to be spending such astronomical amounts of money on them. But it is still going to be a long time before traditional colleges are obsolete. So if this is something that is in yours or your kids' future, then it makes sense to start saving now. There are funds and education accounts that have tax benefits. Dave recommends 529 college saving funds and education savings accounts, or ESAs. Again, I know nothing about these, so do your research first. Step 6 is to pay off your mortgage. This is probably the one that will take the longest, but will have huge benefits. It's something that I am currently working towards. Having been through all of the previous steps, you will probably find that you now have a reasonable amount of disposable income. All your other debts are gone, so your expenses will have decreased, in some cases dramatically. It's time to start putting that extra money towards your mortgage so that you can clear it once and for all. And the final step on your way to financial freedom is to build wealth and give generously. You are debt-free, you have an emergency fund, your kids' college fees are covered, and your retirement is taken care of. Now's the time to really have some fun. Your income can now be used to invest, to grow exponentially, and to help those less fortunate than you. Investing is a subject that I can't speak competently to, so I will link below to Dave's advice on the topic. But certainly donating a portion of your income is a very worthwhile and noble gesture. After all of the previous steps, you will find that your life is a lot more comfortable, and let's face it, you can't take it with you. So what better way to spend it than to improve someone else's quality of life? To give someone else a second chance, or a hand up, or a dig out. You know, to use your good fortune to help somebody who is currently back where you started, or worse. Those are Dave Ramsey's 7 steps to help you get out of debt and find financial freedom. They are very instructive, very practical, which is what I'm all about, but they also speak to a deeper purpose: giving back. The end goal isn't just to make yourself massively wealthy, it's to use that wealth to help others. Pick up your debt management printable in the description box below, and before you know it, you will be eliminating debt, building wealth, and making the world a better place. I will also link Dave Ramsey's website and books below if you want more information, as well as his free budgeting app. All the good stuff is in the description box. If you found this video helpful or informative, or maybe you're doing Dave Ramsey's 7 steps, or maybe you have a tip of your own to share, or a particular topic that you would like me to cover next, then please do let me know in the comments below. And subscribe for more practical advice on living a simpler, happier life. Until next time, here's to financial freedom. Cura míle maithagh, agus feicim mé sibh sigalua. Slán!